Welcome back to the Datarekha audio guide. I'm Diya.
And I'm Arjun. Today a clean out. Half of what people still call prompt engineering is cargo cult. Tricks from 2023 that do nothing on a modern model. We're going to separate what genuinely moves the needle from what's just superstition.
Good, because that's the confusing part. We hear you're the world's best expert. Take a deep breath, threaten it, flatter it. So which of those actually matters now?
Almost none of the flashy ones. Here's the shift. Modern models are robust to phrasing. You can word the same request 10 different ways and get the same quality. What they are not robust to is unclear structure and contradictory instructions. So Anthropic publishes a priority ordered list. And the order is the whole point. If your prompt is failing, you fix the top items first.
So what sits at the very top?
Number 1. Be clear and direct. Write like you're briefing a smart new colleague who's never seen your codebase. Number 2. Use examples. 3 to 5 diverse. Once beats almost any clever instruction. Only then. Number 3. Do you let the model think? Chain of thought. But only for genuinely hard tasks. After that, XML tags, document placement, prefill, system prompts, and caching.
Wait. Clarity and examples come before chain of thought. People reach for think step by step as the first move, almost reflexively.
And that's the mistake the ordering is designed to stop. Don't jump to chain of thought before your basic instructions are even clear. And the flip side matters just as much. Don't bolt reasoning onto a simple lookup or a classification. You'll just burn tokens and time for zero quality gain. Save it for multi-step problems, math, multi-document analysis, where reasoning before the answer genuinely helps.
Let me push on one specific rule because it sounds almost too small to matter. You're going to tell me to phrase things positively. Do only Y instead of don't do X. Why would that flip make any real difference?
It's the single most important syntactic rule. And there's a real reason behind it. Not folklore. When you say don't make things up, you force the model to internally represent the very thing you're forbidding, to hold the made-up answer in mind so it can avoid it. And the autoregressive process, generating one token at a time, doesn't perfectly suppress a path it's already lit up. It sometimes slips.
So don't be too long makes it think about being long, whereas respond in 2 to 3 sentences just gives it one clean target to aim at. The negative version plants the thing you're trying to avoid.
Exactly. Don't include markdown becomes respond as plain text. Don't refuse becomes if unsure, return a status of unknown. Positive framing gives the model a single objective instead of an objective plus a forbidden zone. And this isn't one vendor's pet theory. Anthropic, OpenAI, and Google all document the same finding in their guides.
Now there were 2 techniques in here I want to slow down on because they sound Claude specific. Prefill first. What is that exactly?
Prefill is lovely. The Messages API lets you start the assistant's turn with text you've already written, and the model just continues from there. So if you want pure Jasso with no chit-chat, you prefill the assistant turn with a single open brace. The model's very first token is already that brace. It literally cannot open with "here you go," because the response has already begun. It's the cheapest possible way to lock a format.
That's clever. You're not asking it to behave, you're starting the sentence for it, so the bad opening is impossible. Same idea with an open bracket to force a Jasso array, I assume, and this is slovenly.
In this form. Yes. OpenAI and Gemini don't expose assistant-side prefill, so there you'd reach for structured outputs, or stop sequences instead. Now the second one, and this is the highest ROI knob in the whole SDK that almost everyone underuses. Prompt caching.
Caching. So this is about cost. Walk me through where it pays off.
Picture the common shape. A long static prefix and a short varying suffix. A big system prompt, or a long document, or your rake context. That part doesn't change call to call. Only the user's question changes. So you mark that static block to be cached, and the server stores the internal computation. On the next call, A cache hit is charged at roughly 10% of the normal input price.
So roughly a 90% cost cut on the cached chunk. And I'd guess a big latency win too because it doesn't have to reach you that whole prefix every time.
Right on both. Around 90% of the cached portion. And about 85% of time to first token when that prefix is large. The one gotcha. The cache is ephemeral. It lives about 5 minutes, refreshed each time it's hit. So anytime you've got a stable prefix and a changing suffix. Multi-turn chat, document Q&A RAG. Turn it on. It's almost free money left on the table.
Let me close the loop on the junk then. The flattery, the take a deep breath, the threats. Properly dead?
Properly dead. Models don't try harder because you call them the world's best expert. Politeness has no measurable effect on quality. Take a deep breath was a fun 2023 finding, but RLHF trained models absorbed it. It does nothing now. Threats just shift behavior unpredictably, and long persona backstories for a simple task only dilute the real instruction.
And there's a deeper point lurking here, isn't there? Sometimes the prompt isn't even the thing that's broken.
That's the wisest part of the whole lesson. If your third iteration still has the same kind of error, the problem isn't the prompt. Maybe it's the model. A weak one that needs 10 tweaks is fixed by switching to a stronger one. Maybe it's the data. No prompt rescues a truncated document. Garbage in, garbage out. Or maybe it's the task. Exact math, fresh facts. Those, you don't prompt. You give the model a tool.
One sentence to take away?
Fix clarity and examples before anything clever. Phrase everything as do only this. And reach for prefill and caching. The rest is mostly ritual.
Show, don't tell. And stop flattering the robot. That's the Datarekha audio guide. See you in the next one.